Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. We're RSC Adventures, and today we're going to be unboxing a Universal Yums monthly subscription snack box.
This is a neat subscription. There's 3 different sizes. The Yum box is $14. The Yum Yum box, which is what this size is $25 per month. If you do it for an annual subscription, it's only $22.92 a month. And then the Super Yum box is $39 a month. Now this one that we have, the Yum Yum box, has 13 or more product in it for you to taste, test, and sample out.
This one is a UK box. You can see there we've got dear old Blighty and the Union Jack there. And
with the Yum Yum box, every month it's a different country or area. This is the UK that we're going to be sampling today. That is really cool though, because it picks different snacks from that specific area. And at the end of your box, in your little booklet that you get with it, it has clues for what the next country will be, and it's kind of like a game to see if anybody can figure it out.
Right, every month they do a different nationality for snacks, and this month was, like we said, the UK. We're going to start out with here. Here's a picture of the little insert book that comes with it. I'm going to read out of this, and here we go. Our first item is Mackey's Sea Salt and Cider Vinegar Chips. Fish and chips is the UK's most famous dish. It would be improper to visit without trying it. There are over 8,500 fish and chip shops across the UK, one for every 8 McDonald's, all specializing in the tasty combo. Oh, this is a nice waffle cut chip. Very nice. Vinegary.
Yeah, it's got a good vinegar taste.
Yeah, I'm going to have another one of them.
But they're very fresh, and they're not in a million pieces. I mean, they're still intact, so that's really good. That was good.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah, that's a winner, definitely. Now we have Mackey's Mature Cheddar and Onion Chips.
I'll show you all a picture of these as we go.
Take a moment to soak in the bold aroma of these chips because you're experiencing the defining smell of the UK. The intense scent of cheese and onion permeates through the nation, lingering on bus floors, bar stools, and cafeteria tables.
That is...
Wow.
Smell it. That is strong.
Oh, that is strong.
These are intact as well. I mean, they're all fully intact chips. Kind of like a Pringles texture.
Yeah, not quite not like a Lay's chip or anything.
No. But they're good.
They're good. They smell a lot stronger than they taste.
Yeah. I would buy those in the store.
I mainly get cheddar out of that.
Yeah.
Not a ton of onion, but it is a nice cheddar, and like I say, it's a lot more fragrant out of the bag than the chips actually taste. All right. Now we are moving along with Johnny's Pickled Onion Rings. Pickled onion corn snack. You won't find peanuts at the bars in the UK. Their pub tables are adorned with something different. Pickled onions. Small pearl onions soaked in salt, sugar, and vinegar have long been a British pub tradition. If they're not being scooped straight from the jar, they're being served as part of the ploughman's lunch, a popular British pub platter consisting of cheese, ham, bread, and pickled veggies.
These are all still intact as well.
Ooh.
Very strong smell. It's a
yeah, very
interesting waif.
very pickled.
They taste kind of sweet.
Yeah.
How can you have a sweet pickle?
Pickled small pearl onions soaked in salt, sugar, and vinegar. So maybe these are pickled the same way that they pickle the onions.
Yeah. They look like Funyuns on the package, but they don't look like Funyuns inside. But they're a little bit sweeter.
Yeah, they're not quite the texture of a Funyun, if you're familiar with Funyuns.
Still good.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a lot of savory in a row. Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna go
something sweet.
Gonna go sweet. These are Bristow's of Devon rhubarb and custard bonbons. That's a great combination there. Rhubarb and custard chewy candies. Rhubarb, in the US, we only hear about this vegetable when it's baked into strawberry and rhubarb pie. In the UK, the long pink celery-like stalks are everywhere, bringing a unique flavor to sweet and savory dishes alike.
It smells like a pastry shop in there. You smell all the sugar and the cream.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Is it hard or is it...
It's actually kind of got a softness to it because I can squeeze it a little bit in my hand, so it's not perfectly hard.
I can't bite it though.
I can. It's got a chewiness to it, but it's still very, very firm.
What's it like though? It's not like an hour later. It's harder than that. It's sweet though.
It is sweet.
I don't taste any fruit though. What is this? Rhubarb.
Rhubarb.
Because rhubarb's very, very sour.
I do kind of get a custard out of it though.
Yeah.
It was like
It's more creamy.
Like a creaminess, yeah.
Yeah.
I do get the fruit as well, but I wouldn't have.
I would have said that was strawberry or cherry or something.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gone. It's like, oh, rhubarb. But good.
Chewy.
All right, moving right along.
What is this?
These are toffee pops, chocolate-covered cookies with toffee.
Can't go wrong with that.
Stop. I said stop. No, it says stop. Before you even think about tearing into these cookies, you need to get up, walk into your kitchen, turn on the tea kettle. You'll see in the UK these famous biscuits are almost exclusively enjoyed with a cup of freshly brewed tea. So if you want the full experience, and trust us, it's worth it, we suggest preparing the perfect cup of tea. Oh,
It's like a...
Oh, there's eight of them in the package.
Yeah.
It's a chocolate covered. It looks like maybe a shortbread.
I'm still chewing this other thing.
I know. I
The other thing was almost like gum. This is a split one.
Soft. Good.
I don't know if I took it up there.
And those are good. I like those.
Oh, it's like... It's got like a layer of caramel in there.
Yeah.
So it's cookie, caramel, soft caramel,
Well, that would be the
and then chocolate on top, or toffee.
Yeah, that would be the toffee.
Okay.
Those are good though.
It's good. Yeah.
Toffee.
It's almost like a Twix bar, if it was a little bit crunchier. Well, they gave us a lot of those, so that'll be a nice snack.
Now we have Walker's Nonesuch Dreamy Creamy English Toffee Bar. Sit up straight, brush off your clothes, and put on your best smile, because we will now introduce you to the Queen of England, or at least the Queen's favorite toffee. Made by one of England's most renowned toffee companies, Walker's Nonesuch, this famous buttery treat dates all the way back to the 1800s.
It says whack, then unwrap and enjoy. So,
Whack.
oh, it did break it up in little pieces.
Whack.
Okay, good.
Check.
Is it that hard? Oh yeah,
Oh, wow.
it is
They
hard.
broke it up into small pieces.
Yeah.
We've watched some other videos where people didn't do that, and it was like a taffy pull.
Yeah, that's the way to do it because it breaks it up in little pieces.
But it's still soft. It's very creamy.
Very buttery.
Yeah.
But now I broke it up into 1,000 pieces by whacking it. But you can see on the package it says whack it.
Oh, that's very nice. I like that.
That's probably my favorite thing so far.
Yeah. Made with whole milk and butter.
It is very buttery. Inside each one of the Universal Yum Yum boxes is a little yum bag, and it's for the smaller components or the smaller samples that they send you. So you might have several different kinds in here, and you need to go through it. In this one, we've got 4 different kinds.
Yes. You just pick one, and I'll go with that.
Let's do them in order.
Okay. Walker's Nonesuch Treacle Toffee. Chewy toffees with treacle. They might look like your ordinary candies, but there's much more to these yums than meets the eye. This English toffee is packed with treacle, a sweet golden liquid similar to molasses that's supposedly created as a result of a sugar refinement process. But there's a rumor that England is protecting the real truth about treacle, that it's naturally mined there underground. Scandalous.
I'm going to be all sticky, but I was trying to break one in half. You take that piece. So it's like molasses? That's good. The difference between this toffee and the last toffee is the other one was very buttery. This one has a more, like caramel flavor, like a burnt caramel. Not burnt, but darker cooked caramel.
It's got a touch of bitterness, but not bad. It's just more molassesy tang
Yeah,
to it.
yeah. Still good.
Very
Yummy.
good, yeah. Very chewy.
Okay, what's next on there? This one.
Next is the Kir Royale chews. Blackcurrant and champagne flavored candies. Contains no alcohol.
Well, that's disappointing.
Cheers. This colorful candy is made to taste like Kir Royale, a French cocktail containing champagne and blackcurrant liqueur. Why does it belong in the UK box, you ask? Because of the quintessential British ingredient, blackcurrant. This tiny deep purple berry is one of the UK's most popular fruits. It's used heavily throughout their cuisine and also exported to other European countries to mix in their drinks.
It's sour, but it may be because we just ate that really, really sweet toffee. But now, when I was in Europe, the currants were lovely. I mean, they were a tart fruit, so little tiny berries.
Yeah.
So I think it's a combination of we just ate something really, really sweet, and then that has that tart flavor to it.
Does have a nice tang to it, though. Very fruity. Now we're going to be on to Stockley's Chocolate Limes. Lime candies filled with chocolate. Chocolate with limes? No wonder the United States wanted independence from Britain. Who thinks of such a thing? It might sound odd, but this sweet and zingy combination is an English candy classic.
That's a hard candy. You try it. They give you 4 of each in this little bag today, anyway. They gave us 4 to try. So you have plenty enough in here to share with a larger group of people. How is it? I think you have to bite it to get to the chocolate on the inside.
I have bitten it. It is very lime on the outside.
Like sour lime, or is it sweet?
It's sweet.
Okay.
A little tang to it.
And is there like a dark chocolate in it, or is it a cream or a powder? Or?
No, it's the chocolate is hard as well. It's not really a dark chocolate flavor, but I do get the chocolate in it.
So the lime and the chocolate together are good?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, good.
Yeah. Didn't you say your grandmother liked these?
Yeah. And then this is the last one.
Mm-hmm.
You're still chewing?
Oh, yeah. It's a lot of chewy candies all at once, I tell
Yeah,
you.
this one's hard as...
Okay. Now we're into Prosecco Fudge. Sparkling wine-flavored fudge, contains no alcohol. There are a few things that everybody knows about Prosecco. It's sweet, it's bubbly, and it's undeniably Italian. Or is it? While the Italian wine company, Parpin Malvati, has laid claim to inventing sparkling Prosecco in 1868, many in the UK have other ideas. According to them, an English scientist named Christopher Merritt experimented with sparkling wine over 200 years prior, even before the French made their first champagne. Oh, yeah,
To me, it's not like a fudge.
It has, to me, it's got a fudge look to it.
But there's a lot of the grains from the sugar in there. Really good fudge doesn't have that crystallization in it. This one, to me, is like a cross between fudge or toffee, but it wasn't as chewy.
No, it's not chewy at all. I mean, it's chewy, but it's not.
It reminds me of the little Brock's Royales, that you would untwist.
Yeah.
Again, from my grandmother.
That's good. I don't know. I got sparkling out of it, but it is good. It had a fudge-like consistency to it.
Yeah. So again, they gave us 4 of each one of those in the little yum bag.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
So we have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay.
Yep, that's right.
All right. Doesn't seem like that.
Now we're on to Wagon Wheels.
A Taste for Adventure.
Chocolate covered marshmallow cookies with raspberry jam. When you eat one of these cookies, you're joining 350,000 other people who will eat them today. As one of the UK's most famous treats, over 125 million of these cookies are eaten every year. Why the obsession? That's not even a question once you've had a bite. These wildly popular treats have it all. Gooey marshmallow fluff, a dollop of raspberry jam, 2 crumbly cookies, and a layer of creamy milk chocolate.
I mean, it's pretty big. I mean, the size of my hand. I mean, it's... So... Oh, so it's not hard. I thought it was going to be hard for some reason. I don't know why. So it's got marshmallow... Oh, that's quite nice.
It is nice. Somewhat reminds me of a moon pie if you're from the South, which is chocolate covered graham cookies with marshmallow in the middle, but it's a much thicker marshmallow than this with no raspberry jam or anything, but it's the same kind of
The cookie's a little bit crispier though too, don't you think?
Yeah, it is. But it's very good, yeah.
I don't know that this is like everybody in the world eating them. What did it say? Everybody at the same time eating them?
Well,
Yeah,
350,000 other people eat them today.
I think it's okay. It's not my favorite out of the box.
We did get 2 wagon wheels, but we're not going to open the other one because it's exactly the same.
Yep,
But
it's a
those are good.
jammy.
I can see why those are popular. That is tasty.
Yep. Oh, I'm not looking forward to this one. I'm not looking forward to this one, but we will try anything.
Mackey's Haggis and Black Pepper Chips. Spiced potato chips contains no meat. If you ask any Scotsman what is haggis, he'll most likely chuckle and reply, a small wild animal with 2 legs shorter than the others so it can run around the mountains without falling over. Never heard of wild haggis? That means you haven't fallen for the trick. Describing haggis this way is something Scotsmen like to do to American tourists, rather than reveal the truth. And it works, because according to a 2003 survey, 1/3 of American tourists actually thought haggis was a wild animal. So now comes the inevitable question, what is haggis really? The national dish of Scotland. It's a pudding made from a mixture of sheep's pluck, heart, liver, and lungs, onions, grains, and spices that's then boiled in an animal stomach.
Wow, that's appetizing.
Reduced to chip form.
Sometimes you don't want to read the instructions. These are all intact as well. I'm really surprised after all the shipping. I mean, we've had a couple of bags of chips, and they're 100% intact. They're not dust at the bottom.
We should have shown you how the box was packed. We actually opened the box beforehand and took pictures of everything so we can insert them into the video and really be able to see the packaging. But everything was packed beautifully, and so far everything is wrapped perfectly intact.
I really taste pepper. I don't really taste meat or
Yeah, I get
stomach or
pepper,
liver or
meat. I mean, there's another flavor there, but not
it's not
heart, liver, or not heart, liver,
it's
and
not
lungs.
bad. It's just kind of void. It's just spicy pepper is what I'm
Yeah.
tasting.
Not. I mean, it's not bad at all. I mean, I wouldn't
go out and buy them, but
No, I wouldn't get a bag of those.
they'd be good with like a dip or something.
Yeah. And now our last item.
Last item.
We are on to.
I mean, look at the size of that. I mean, that's all these portions are very large portions. I mean, chips are chips, but these boxes and the bonbons and everything have a lot in them.
Yeah. These are Dean's of Huntley shortbread, chocolate chip butter shortbread. Prepare yourself. These shortbread cookies are about as short as it gets. Shorts in quotation marks, so you know. And we're not just talking about their cute mini shape. You see, when it comes to baked goods, the word short means crumbly, which is a texture that can only be achieved with large amounts of fat. That's why the fat added to pastries is called shortening. Scottish shortbread is widely regarded as some of the best in the world, incorporating high percentages of butter for that perfect melt-in-your-mouth short texture. This traditional Scottish shortbread is made from a premium butter recipe with a sprinkling of rich chocolate chips for one seriously addictive masterpiece. And this is just a little shortbread chocolate chip cookie.
My mom makes excellent shortbread. She really does, but this it's good. It's just
It's good. When I get shortbread, I tend to just get like a regular, like a Walker's plain shortbread, which honestly tastes a little better to me than these Dean's. But in the
now it does say melt in your mouth, and it does. I mean,
Yeah.
it crumbles right in your mouth. So
I would prefer just a shortbread versus a shortbread with a chocolate chip.
yeah. When my mom makes it, she always puts like sugar on top of it, kind of to make it a little bit sweeter, because shortbread's not really that sweet. But I mean, they're good, but my mom's is better.
Yeah. And that is our empty box.
It says empty, not for long on the inside.
Oh, it does. How cute. Empty, but not for long. And then the other side says,
More yums are coming next month. So
Wait.
what is the clues for next month so we can
now we're going to get to
see if we can figure it out?
All right. Let's see. Where is... I have to find that.
I think it's on the last page.
Oh, it's...
No?
No, I don't know. Clues
Oh,
for
here it
next
is.
month. Here we go. It's on the very back page. On the very bottom. Next month, we're putting on smiles and hopping on boats to a place filled with temples and markets that float. There'll be lemongrass soup and hot spicy curry, so stand by your mailbox and say, "Mailman, please hurry."
So when I think of floating markets and stuff, I always think of like when we saw an Amazing Race where it was was it Taiwan? Was it I can't remember. Vietnam.
Remember Taiwan.
The boats would just come up to every single boat, and you would do all your shopping on the water.
Yeah. Another thing I just
don't
noticed.
know if they're for curry. Good.
Here on the back, it has if you had a Super Yum box, you'd also be enjoying these things. So in the Super Yum box, had jalapeno and sour cream potato bites, Jammy Dodgers butter cookies with raspberry apple jam, and Mackey's Scotch bonnet pepper potato chips.
I hear a lot of people talking about the Dodgers. When we were in Epcot, we saw those at Disney. The
Yes.
Dodgers in the store.
Yeah, Jammy Dodgers. But
Well, I think this was well worth $25. What do you think?
It was, yeah.
I mean, 13 snacks, some of them very large snacks, 8, 10, 12 pieces. Everything came intact. Nothing stale.
Yeah, aside from the Yum bag, which I'm assuming these were all candies that would have been in a large bag to begin with that
Yeah.
they've broken down. Everything is full-size portions that you would pick up in a shop.
And then, like, the wagon wheel, they gave us 2 full-size wagon wheels. So, I mean, I thought it was well worth $25.
Absolutely. I mean, in the bonbons, pardon my reach, the bonbons, there's a huge amount
Yeah.
in this bag. So, I mean, everything is well worth it. I think this is a well worth $25 snack box, and I really enjoyed it.
If you enjoyed this video and would like to see some more, please hit the subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. And hopefully we'll be able to bring more openings to you.
We're starting out with this, so we're looking forward to your comments. If any comments you may have, we look forward to reading them. Thanks, and have a great day.